Here on Boom Broadcasting, we like to talk TV and movies and sports. Like my man Sean Lucas said on his It Stinks TV and Movie podcast, we have a plethora of podcasts for TV and movies and sports. Now, here on QuickHits, we've talked many different sports these past few episodes. We've talked about players and coaches, heels and faces. We've talked pro basketball, college basketball. We've talked women's sports. We talked about the ultimate gentleman's sport known as professional wrestling. And we've talked hockey, which is what we're going to be talking about on this episode. With about a week and a half left into the NHL regular season, we're watching Alexander Ovechkin go after Wayne Gretzky's career goals record, and he just might break it before the end of the season. The seedings for the Stanley Cup Playoffs are being finalized, and also the finalists for the Hart Memorial Trophy are being named. Here on this episode, we're going to be talking about the finalists for the Hart Memorial Trophy. I'm going to give you cases of why each player should win, and I'm going to give you my pick for who will be the Hart Trophy winner for the season 2024-2025. Hear it here on QuickHits.
Can't fall off, now they holler he'll turn, thinking I'ma sell out, talking just to feel heard. I never listen, although they say it's strictly.
Welcome to QuickHits. I'm your host, Shannon Smith, aka Podcast Smitty. If you're new to the show, what's good? I'm Shannon. I'm a fan of sport, and QuickHits is dropping weekly to discuss headlines in the field of sports. So if you would, go ahead and give me a like, and go ahead and get into those comments. I like to have a good discussion with everyone. I like your feedback. If there's anything I can do to make the show better, or if you want to get into the general conversation, let's talk. I'm never too busy. And while you're at it, make sure that you subscribe to the Boom Broadcasting YouTube channel, and make sure that you watch those plethora of podcasts that I was talking about earlier. So without further ado, let's start the show. So the Hart Memorial Trophy is awarded to the NHL MVP. And no, I'm not about to give you a history lesson on the award. We're all hockey fans here, and I'm pretty sure you have an understanding of the award, so that's fine. But this season is the 100th awarding of this trophy, and usually it's won by a forward. For example, Wayne Gretzky won the award 9 times in his career, 8 consecutive years in a row, and he is one of 2 players to have won the award unanimously and won it with a different team. Defensemen have won the award 8 times. NHL great Eddie Shore won it 4 times with the Boston Bruins in the 1930s, and Dominik Hasek, NHL Hall of Famer and 2-time winner of the Hart Trophy, is one of 7 goaltenders to win the award. Now, the 4 finalists for the Hart Trophy this year are Leon Draisaitl from the Edmonton Oilers, Nathan MacKinnon from my childhood team, the Colorado Avalanche, Nikita Kucherov from the Tampa Bay Lightning, and Connor Hellebuyck from the Winnipeg Jets. And I'll be breaking down each player individually, stats-wise, and giving highlights from their career and for the season. So Leon Draisaitl is the first one that I mentioned. He's a forward from the Edmonton Oilers. He has played 70 games this season, and this is his stats as of April 3rd, 2025, when I am recording this here. Leon Draisaitl, 70 games played with 52 goals, 53 assists, and 105 points altogether. He has won the Hart Trophy in the 2021 season. That season was shortened due to COVID. And currently he leads the NHL in goals, and that's not going to change. He's ahead pretty heavily. He's the first player to get the 50 goals this season, a 50-50 player with 50 goals, 50 assists on his career. This is his 4th straight 100-point season and his 4th 50-goal season of his career. That is Leon Draisaitl from the Edmonton Oilers. And my man Nathan MacKinnon is up next from the Colorado Avalanche. Nathan MacKinnon was last year's Hart Trophy winner, so he's looking for a 2nd trophy this year. He leads the league in assists with 81 assists. He's tied for points with 111. This is his fourth straight 100-point season, and he scored 1,000 points in his career this year. And that is Nathan MacKinnon. And going to Nikita Kucherov, the forward from the Tampa Bay Lightning. Nikita Kucherov, 70 games played this year, 33 goals, 78 assists for 111 points. He won the Hart Trophy in the 2018-2019 season. He is tied for the lead in points as we speak with Nathan MacKinnon. He is second in assists to Nathan MacKinnon, and his 78 assists in 70 games, remarkable, tremendous. Very, very skilled playmaker Nikita Kucherov is for the Tampa Bay Lightning. And last but not least, we have Connor Hellebuyck. And you'll notice the difference in his stats from the ones before him. Connor Hellebuyck has played 58 games this season. He has 43 wins, 7 shutouts, a 2.03 goals against average, and a .924 save percentage. He is the only goaltender in consideration for the Hart Trophy this year. And he looks like he might have the fan vote from fans all over the NHL. He has not won the Hart Trophy ever in his career. He is a 2-time Vezina Trophy winner. And let's just be honest, if you've been watching hockey this year, you know he's about to win his third one. And he will win his second Jennings Trophy as well, too, for leading the NHL in goals against average for 25-plus games or more that he has played. So he leads the league in all the categories that I spoke of: wins, shutouts, goals against average, and save percentage. Is Connor Hellebuyck. Those are your 4 favorites for the Hart Trophy for the 2024-2025 season. Now, I'll be giving my analysis in a few minutes. I just want to touch on this before I do so. Now, when I choose an MVP, I'm thinking that all of us here, when we look at who should win MVP, not just in hockey, but in any sport, I think we all kind of look at it the same as fans. We choose an MVP based on stats. We choose on performance amongst their respective positions. For example, like in the NFL, you look at how a quarterback fares against other quarterbacks. You look at how a center fares against another center in the NBA, or a third baseman, how he fares with all the other infielders in Major League Baseball, and on the impact of a team, meaning that if this player were taken away from their team, would their team contend for the playoffs or for the top seed in their conference? So I think that we all can come to an agreement that that's what we see as fans. And as I look at this, being a fan of sport, I look at all the MVPs from other sports. For example, the NFL, Josh Allen won the MVP. And, there's always talk about, should a quarterback be the one that should win an MVP every year? Looking at Josh Allen and looking at his competition for MVP with Lamar Jackson and Saquon Barkley, those are safe guys to say that were going for MVP at that time. Could you make a case for these guys? Josh Allen, could you make a case for him being the best quarterback in the NFL? I'm pretty sure you could, reflecting on stats. Lamar Jackson had a better statistical year this year. And Saquon Barkley, of course, being the running back added on to the Philadelphia Eagles, he did help them get to a championship. But at the end of that regular season, Saquon Barkley did add a different perspective to that Philadelphia Eagles offense. But am I not impressed that the NFL gave the MVP to Josh Allen? I would say no. They have a good reason for giving it to him, because if you would have took Josh Allen away from that Buffalo Bills team, would the Buffalo Bills have got to the AFC Championship? Would they have been able to win their division? I would definitely agree and say no, they wouldn't. They would not be able to get where they are without Josh Allen. Could that be the case with the Baltimore Ravens? The Ravens added Derrick Henry this year, and And Lamar Jackson's stats went up exponentially because of them having to look in the backfield. Philadelphia was contending before Saquon Barkley. They actually did get to a Super Bowl without him beforehand. They didn't win it, but the fact that they got there without him does make a lot of sense. If you would have took Saquon Barkley away, would Philadelphia have contended? I would say yes. So I'm satisfied with what the NFL did with Josh Allen and going into the NBA. No, the NBA has not named an MVP yet, but they do have a tight race between Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and Nikola Jokic. Let's be honest, Nikola Jokic is an anomaly. He is one of the best basketball players in the world, but you cannot take away what SGA has done with the OKC Thunder. Would the Thunder be contending without Shai Gilgeous-Alexander? It's a possibility that they could with what else they have on their team. But if you take Nikola Jokic away from the Denver Nuggets, that's kind of odd. The Denver Nuggets had an MVP and the Colorado Avalanche had an MVP all in the same state. But taking Nikola Jokic away from the Denver Nuggets, would the Nuggets be contending? I would definitely say no. And then go into baseball, where you have two MVPs, where Shohei Ohtani won it for the National League and Aaron Judge won it for the American League. Taking those guys away from their teams, would their teams be contending? I don't think that they would. Shohei Ohtani had a 50-50 year, the first 50-50 year in all of baseball. And then, of course, Aaron Judge, with all the great home runs that he hit during the regular season, these guys ended up meeting in the World Series. So you can make a case for who could win MVP as long as that case is made viable. I believe that these three pro sports organizations made their cases with their MVPs this year and last year. So let's look at these guys as in the NHL for the Hart Trophy. I'll make a case for them. I'm going to go with who I think will least likely win it, all the way from 4 to 1. So in the least likely to win it, my first least likely would be Nathan MacKinnon. The reason for that is because Nathan MacKinnon has played very, very well this year. The Mikko Rantanen deal happening in the spring, having Mikko Rantanen. No, actually, I'm sorry. Colorado moved him in January. So Mikko Rantanen was gone from Colorado in January. Even with him being gone, Nathan MacKinnon has shown why the Colorado Avalanche are paying him a big contract, because he did not waver at all with Mikko Rantanen leaving. He was able to still play very good hockey. He's one of the biggest offensive threats in the sport of hockey right now, a very, very gifted player. But I wouldn't give him the Hart Trophy because his stats diminished. His Hart Trophy campaign last year was 51 goals, 89 assists, 140 points. He's come shy of that, especially in the goal scoring department. He's still a great distributor, but I wouldn't give him the Hart Trophy based on his stats. My next one, number 3, would be Nikita Kucherov. Nikita Kucherov, very gifted playmaker. He's been very instrumental with the Tampa Bay Lightning being second in the Atlantic Division to the Toronto Maple Leafs. I think that they will be a team to look out for in the playoffs because of Nikita Kucherov's great facilitating abilities, his offensive prowess, and also his defensive prowess as a forward. Could be in that Selk Trophy conversation. He could be, but to me, he's the second best forward on this list. He's the second best forward. So I don't think Nikita Kucherov would win it. He could be a sleeper pick. It's a possibility. Number 2, my number 2 guy, and I think it's a 2-man race, to be honest with you. I think Connor Hellebuyck is the runner-up this year. Connor Hellebuyck is having a wonderful year. He's having a great year, a historic year as a goaltender, but there are old school fans that don't believe that goaltenders should win the Hart Trophy. There's only 7 that have won. My heart says Connor Hellebuyck. If I had a vote for this, I would vote for Connor Hellebuck. I think he's having a wonderful year, but I can see why he wouldn't win the Hart Trophy this year because he has the best supporting cast of the guys on this list. He has the best supporting cast. He has more say. He has Kyle Connor. He has Mark Scheifele. If you take Connor Hellebuck away from this squad, would the Winnipeg Jets be contending for a playoff spot? I would think so. But you cannot deny the year that Connor Hellebuck is having. I want to give it to him. My heart says it, but I don't think so. I think the winner of the Hart Trophy will be Leon Draisaitl. And the reasoning for that is, yes, he has the stats. Yes, he's won the Hart Trophy before in that shortened COVID season. Yes, he has. But the fact that Connor McDavid, who is the best hockey player in the NHL right now, last year, the year before, Connor McDavid is your guy in the NHL. He's your future of the NHL right now. The fact that he has been injured most of the year and Leon Draisaitl has taken up the slack for Connor McDavid with his great goal scoring, with his great playmaking, and getting the Edmonton Oilers to a third seeding in the Pacific Division, getting into another playoff spot this year. I think that's what's going to do it. The MVP is for that player that is instrumental to his team, and taking Leon Draisaitl away from that team would be detrimental to the Edmonton Oilers. They would not contend this year with Connor McDavid's injuries. Give me Leon Draisaitl for your 2024-2025 Hart Trophy winner. Once again, if I had a vote, my heart would vote Connor Hellebuck for the great year he's having, but you got to give it to Leon Draisaitl. That is all for my Hart Trophy picks. Make sure that you subscribe to Boom Broadcasting. Make sure you go through those plethora of podcasts that I was talking about here. Thank you for watching. God bless. I love you, and there's nothing you can do about it. I'm Shannon Smith, and this is Quick Hits.
Can't fall off, now they holler he'll turn, thinking I'ma sell out, talking just to feel heard. I never listen, although they say it's strictly